starting right off, I love the show. I thought it was cute, the episodes that I was able to check out. And there's a lot of chemistry, a lot of connections. But the one I want to start with is the one amongst the three of you and the sisterhood that I saw blossoming on the show. So Evelyn, I want to start with you. What was that like, not only looking for love, but getting to connect with a group of women?
You know what? Coming into it, I didn't know what to expect. Tamar, well, I seen her throughout the years. We did a photo shoot together years ago. Nivea, that was my first time meeting her. So I think naturally you just kind of like, how is this going to be?
Yeah.
Are we going to get along? Like, listen, as soon as I got there to the house, everybody was all love. And, they really made the experience of filming and meeting these new guys. They gave great advice. I mean, it really did become a sisterhood. And, it was fun. I always say, like, I wouldn't change it for the world. I was scary as I was a little nervous walking in, but they definitely made the process so much better. And, we bonded through it. She made me laugh so much.
Right.
She made me cry.
Laughed and cried
All the time. I'm like, I gotta stop crying, but everybody knows me as the crybaby on TV, but it's okay.
Good cry.
So not chasing love, but attracting love and using TV to do so and being in this new experience. What made you say yes to being so public again with your early steps of a relationship potentially? And Nivea, I'll start.
I don't know. I'm a bold person. I felt like this was a bold thing to do. I like to point out the fact that I think we all share in common bravery and courage, period. We're just alpha females, and I'm as not so great and as beautiful as our love lives has been. I think we would be the women to do it. Like, okay, why not? Let's try. We're the type that go after some shit. So I think this was just another expression of ourselves and showing, like, even in love and our past failures, we're still willing to take a risk.
Yeah. That was good for you.
You guys got the benefit of having Holly and Rodney there to sort of guide you through the process and talk about their experiences. What was that like for you, getting to see perspective and see these potential suitors from their perspective? And Tamar?
Well, for me, Holly and Rodney are people that we truly, honestly respect. And we respect them for different reasons. They have been married for forever. And there are still two individuals who come together and have a union instead of one is more dominant than the other. What I've learned from both of them is that, Holly is still able to be Holly and Rodney is still able to be Rodney. And I love that. And that's the kind of relationship that is long-standing in the business that we're in. When someone really, truly accepts you for who you are and what you're doing and allow you to be you. And, I think that for me was what was attractive about Holly and Rodney, that they could see if someone wasn't willing to be that. Right?
They would call it out.
Yeah.
So going through this journey, the gentlemen that we meet, what were your impressions about the selections and the options that were presented to you?
What a variety.
Yeah, it was interesting. We're glad that, there was a first batch, then we got a next batch. We're like, okay, it's, things are, getting a little better. But, it's like, I don't know. You didn't know what they were going to talk about, like their personalities. So we really got into dive into that. And we actually ended up liking some that we didn't really like initially. But yeah, it was interesting to say the least, like we've been saying. But yeah, it was, you'll see how interesting it is on the show.
So it's a process, it's a journey. You guys are stepping out and trying new things in this process. What's something that you learned about yourself through this show?
That I'm ready. And I know that I'm ready because, I'm willing to look at myself and the things I need to change to make me a better human being and for my partner. And before, I think I was very closed off and very self-centered and selfish and thinking that it was the other person. But sometimes it is you. And sometimes you have to navigate yourself for the person that, is called into your life to make it work. And I think that as women, we are not willing to make the necessary, honest changes that it takes to be with our spouse.
I'm
But
sorry.
the man
she's
that we
touching
think that
me.
we want, or we asking and saying
Absolutely.
that we want.
And
So, yeah.
her saying that was what I learned was that I'm not ready. Like that. Just being
Initially,
real, like
yes.
I didn't realize there was still so much damn work.
Yeah.
Right.
I was like, I thought I would. I know what I want.
Yeah.
I will say that, but I learned there's more work. And I can see that now, at least what the work is.
Yeah.
A lot of times I just didn't know it was that
Yeah.
much work,
Yeah.
child. I thought I
Yeah.
was good. So more work to do for me.
And that's good. Maybe that's why you were supposed to experience that. It's like you never know how God is positioning you to learn things.
Right.
I think for me is don't judge a book by its cover.
Hello.
I learned that in like the hard way. Usually I see a guy, I like him, and we're in a relationship, but I may be passing up a guy just basically judging him on maybe his shoes or something like that. And not realizing that he's a great guy, and those things could be changed, but your personality and who you are as a person, you can't change. So I think that was the biggest lesson for me is do not judge a person, do not judge a book by its cover.
Right.
So, and in wrapping up, what is the most fun experience that fans have to look forward to? No spoilers, but on going on this journey with the three of you.
Fun?
I think the honesty.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Well, I think that on the show we have really become real girlfriends, and we talk about things that girlfriends talk about when you're dating, and we don't hold back, and it's just real, and it's what everybody can identify with. And so you're not watching a show full of celebrity women. You're watching a show of women of color who are really truly looking for their person, and everything that goes through all of the steps that goes through to get there to meet that person. So